Hello, beautiful people of the world. It is winter 2018, pretty chilly, and we're going to be talking about Pisces Sun today. So this is one of my favorite sun signs. Yeah, I really like it a lot. So Pisces Sun is interesting, right? Because when you think about the story of the zodiac, it begins with Aries and it ends with Pisces, and then it flows back into Aries and it goes in a loop. And Aries is supposed to represent that primordial flame, birth, initiate, so innocent and new and unfiltered. And Pisces is actually sort of the culmination of all previous 11 signs plus its own energy. One astrologer called it like the dumping ground for all the other signs, which I think is pretty funny because it really kind of recycles everything. And Pisces represents all things at once. It represents like universal love and feelings and interconnectedness and unity, and things like this. And so it's really unfortunate right now because a lot of people that have Pisces placements, or really even water placements, but more so Pisces, are suffering in very extreme and large ways, and it has nothing to do with their own karmic choices or their own lifestyles or even the people around them or anything going on. But they just, because there's so much suffering that is happening on the planet right now, not only on the level of human consciousness, but as well as animal consciousness and the health of the physical planet Earth itself. There's a lot of imbalances going on right now, and Pisces is unable to separate themselves from that, unfortunately, because of the unity thing. And, you know, everyone kind of has their defense mechanisms, and you see all this horrible stuff going on and you try to tune it out the best that you can. But, you know, I'm a Pisces rising, so I get it. You can't always really filter out all of the pain and suffering that's going on right now. But having your sun here, which is really supposed to be representative of your ego and your sense of identity, is a bit difficult for people that have Pisces suns because, again, it's like the sun represents who you are, your ego. You are different from everything. You are a wave in the ocean, and Pisces is the ocean. So it might be hard for you at times to separate your own sense of identity from all of this mass confusion and suffering that's going on right now. And this can cause a lot of Pisces people to get very depressed and very anxious because they think they are the problem. Not exactly that they think they're responsible for it, but they just sort of identify with all of the distorted energy that's going on right now because they're feeling it so intensely, and they try to express it through their personality and their sense of self, which doesn't make a lot of sense. And then they typically end up having mental and emotional imbalances, which isn't even their own fault. So if you have a Pisces sun or a strong Pisces placement, you know, I sympathize with that. It's tough sometimes to really separate and find those boundaries and discover who you are amidst all of this chaotic energy that's happening. But my advice to you is to actually feel it, to let yourself feel these things, because the reason they're pressing on you so hard is because they're meant to be felt. They're meant to be processed, and then they go away. That's the beautiful thing about emotions, right? Is they don't actually want to be stuck. They don't like being stuck. Those are the points in life where it really sucks because you're thinking about the same thing for hours and it can ruin an entire day. Just because you want to avoid it or it's upsetting you and you don't want to deal with it, it persists itself. But water and emotions are energy that want to continually flow and continually keep moving. So for the rest of your life, you're probably going to have these moments where the wave of everyone and everything that's happening and all the pain and suffering and anxiety and depression and frustration and anger, all of that really raw, distorted emotional stuff that's going on right now is going to knock on your door and say, hey, I'm here. Sorry. And the best thing you can do is just feel it. And I know maybe that's not the most amazing advice, but if you take 10 minutes to sit down and just cry, or let yourself be angry or upset, or write something down, or just be upset for a day, it'll go out of your body, and then you'll realize like, oh, okay, so I've processed that feeling. Now I can move on to something else. So it's going to take a bit of concentration and time on your part, but you're going to have to carve out time in which you're allowing yourself to feel these bad things. You can always do stuff like buy yourself ingredients for your favorite dinner, or put on your favorite movie, or invite a friend over. Take your 10 minutes, feel really shitty, respect, validate, and recognize that a lot of people are suffering right now, and a lot of people are going through stuff right now, and then do something fun. You know what I mean? To kind of, set yourself up so that when you are processing these really tough emotions, that when you come out of it, you have something that will make you feel better, or you'll have a support system or something like that. We're all here for each other. You don't have to do this alone. You're not the only one that feels like this. Everyone has a Pisces somewhere, and water signs somewhere. We just really are all suffering on a collective level, and there's no way around it. We're all interconnected, and Pisces knows that more than anyone. And so maybe you're suffering for people you haven't even met before. And that's sort of a beautiful but tragic thing about the human heart, I think as much as everyone's at war with each other right now, and there's so many trust issues and intimacy issues, and there's so many people, my God, all going through their own individual things, and the government, whatever, we're still all humans, and we still all at the deep core level care about our species and what's happening and each other. And I mean, you can look at a child and remember that you do care about humans, and how they're doing, and you want them to be healthy and happy. Maybe that doesn't always happen when we happen when we see other adults of our own species. But try maybe to apply that and remember that everyone is a part of God. Everyone is a part of your human consciousness, and things like this. It's a very heavy sun sign, and I'm only talking about this aspect because, of course, everyone knows Pisces is very spiritual, very creative, very dreamy and emotional, and very kind, and Pisces people can be so funny and so caring and sensitive. It's really a beautiful healing placement. I just know that a lot of Pisces suns struggle with this, but they don't even know that they're struggling with this, so they think that they're crazy. So that's why I'm letting you know is you're not crazy. You're not alone. This is a crazy time to be alive, and it's a crazy time to have any sort of water placements because collectively our water energy does not make a lot of sense right now. So like I said, just let yourself feel. That's really the best advice I can give to you. As well as finding a creative outlet is really, really great for people that have Pisces sun. The sun can also represent creation and art and a more projective energy. So you tend to be very sensitive and intuitive about art and what you need to do, and you can put your feelings into whatever it is, whether you're cooking something, whether you're dancing, whether you're drawing something. You can take a lot of these universal feelings and emotions that you might not be able to put words to, that you don't know what to do with them, you don't even know how to process some of these, and you can turn it into something beautiful. And doing that, you're transmuting negative energy to positive energy, and then you can see it and reflect it back into yourself and feel so much better about the situation. So besides letting yourself feel things, having a creative outlet, I definitely recommend if you're a Pisces sun. That will make things so much easier. It will help you identify with who you are. You are someone that's going to be able to identify as an artist, someone that's a human and part of everything, someone that's part of this great universal plan, somebody that cares, somebody that has a heart, somebody that's sensitive, especially to animals and children and people that are struggling. It might take you a little bit more work to find out who you are than other people, but I believe in you, Pisces, out there. You're really beautiful people, and you're about to cycle back into everything. So That's some good stuff. I'll be back finishing up the other sun sign series. Sorry I haven't had a lot of time to make videos lately, but sending so much love and so much light to all of you out there.